All right, y'all. Once again, thank you guys all for joining us here on the CC Show, episode 9. We got a special one for y'all today. We got special guests Kimberly Miskimmins, CONiKA, as well as Skylee-Storm Hogan. And this episode is going to be about the journey and history of CC, our intrepid host throughout this whole journey. So I'm going to toss it over to Skylee-Storm. And Skylee, take it away.
I'm really excited to be hosting this episode today because it's about somebody that I care deeply for. We're really happy to hear from CC today as the guest and focal point of our show. And she's joined by today her friends CONiKA and Kim, and it's going to be an episode that's kind of going to explore some different themes. So before I get into that, I'd like to do a quick land acknowledgement. I'm coming at you from Ottawa, Ontario, the traditional territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe. And the other folks today are coming from the Robinson-Huron Treaty Territory. On land which we are gathered is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and the Métis. So we just want to recognize the significant contributions of Indigenous Inuit and Métis peoples across Turtle Island and their continuous contributions today to the society and culture that we so very much enjoy. My name is Skylee-Storm Hogan. I am a mixed Haudenosaunee woman from Kahnawake First Nation. My father is from there, and my mother's family are settlers from Ireland and the United Kingdom. And I'm happy today to announce that we're going to have some really great guests that I'll introduce in just a second. But just quickly before we get started, we wanted to have a quick trigger warning just to let folks know that some of the themes that we're going to discuss in the show today may be triggering to those with active trauma. We're going to be discussing some substance use today. We're going to be discussing some violence. We're going to be discussing intergenerational trauma. So just be aware that, if you're currently dealing with some stuff, it might be a little bit difficult or a little bit heavy for you to be tuning in today. So with that, I'm going to take it away and have our guests announce themselves. Kim?
Hi, I'm Kim. I am one of CC's friends for 15, maybe 16 years now. We've been hanging out long time. We've been through a lot together, so that's why I'm here.
Hi.
And then my sister.
Hi, I'm CONiKA. I don't exactly remember the pinpoint when I met CC, but I had been hearing about her for a really long time and just kind of cheering her on from the sidelines. So it was really awesome to meet her and become partners and friends and sisters through everything that we've been going through. So I'm here to just tell parts of that story and cheer her on some more today.
Ani, I'm Cece, Jaboyjagun Indishnakas, coming at you from downtown Sault Ste. Marie, where I lived most of my life, although I did move around for a few years. This episode's really important to me, and I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable, sharing just some of my personal experiences that I have shared in the past, but don't often come up as much anymore. I know when I met both of you. I met Kim downtown, well, more so in Jamestown on James Street, outside of her house with my little friend Cheyenne. And we met outside of her house after school. We walked down to Jamestown, and it was like a big taboo at the time because I lived just outside of Jamestown in downtown, and my dad was like, I don't want you down there. So we snuck down there and we were talking to Kim on the street. And that's when I met Kim. When I was 12, I hadn't turned 13 yet. And then I remember when I met CONiKA too. It was at the We Made It tour with that Jermaine Henry was doing. And he did a performance at the Indian Friendship Center. And CONiKA was just coming back to town. And I had heard about CONiKA and CONiKA's music because of like just hip hop and being who I am. But I hadn't seen CONiKA perform yet. And I also hadn't met her in person. And I was like intimidated. I was like, oh, this girl's so good at rapping and she's so pretty. She's so good at rapping. She's so pretty. Oh, I hope she likes me. But you did. You liked me. So that's when I remember meeting you. And then, yeah, I will say that I was raised by my father downtown Sault Ste. Marie in a 1-bedroom apartment. You know, I grew up in poverty and spent a lot of my life in poverty. And I'm just like kind of transitioning from the poverty mindset to like being able to fully sustain myself. And I'm grateful for that. But without further ado, I suppose we can get into it because I will be talking a lot about myself.